So how to polish aluminum. Hey everyone, this is Toua with Vapor and Honey Technologies, and this is
Ryan.
So Ryan, how do we polish aluminum?
Well, for starters, you're going to want to use a spherical abrasive. You're not going to use an angular one such as aluminum oxide or silicon carbide, because when you're looking at those abrasives under a microscope, they have sharp angular edges, and that's going to leave a very rough finish on your part versus something like a glass bead or a ceramic bead, which is smooth. So actually when it interacts and hits your part, it's going to leave that smooth, polished finish that you're looking for.
That's great. That's what a lot of the guys they actually want to is the shiny finish of all the aluminums. Which the way how you're explaining it, I like that.
It goes back to the clean by flow nature that we have with vapor honing machines. So when you're using traditional sandblasting, the only thing that interacts with your part is the abrasive. And what that does is it does not allow the abrasive to actually use its characteristic because it's just slamming into the part. When you introduce water into the blasting process, what this does is it allows the water to hit the part first, followed by the abrasive, and the abrasive actually flows over the part. So if you have that sharp angular abrasive, it's going to be able to still cut, but it's not going to actually slam into the part like it does with sandblasting. And specifically, whenever you're working with round abrasives such as glass bead or ceramic bead, it's going to be able to flow over your part and create that polished look that you're looking for.
Can you tell me what is the best practice in achieving this kind of finish?
There are two things I can suggest. For starters, don't blast when your pressure's too high, because the higher you blast pressure-wise, the less effective the cushioning effect is. So you're getting into kind of what sandblasting is. The lower pressures will give you better finishes because the abrasive isn't hitting the part as hard. That's actually another point. So if you have something that you're trying to remove off the part with your glass bead, because grease, a little bit of grime, you can easily take it off, even slight contaminants. When you're finished blasting, say you're blasting at 100 psi, turn it down to 60, maybe even 40, and just allow the abrasive to flow over the part, and that could brighten your finish up. We have a lot of people that do that to just get the excellent finish that vapor honing can provide. Actually, the second thing I need to talk about is pre-cleaning your part. So as I mentioned earlier, you can most definitely use a vapor honing cabinet to get rid of grease and grime. That's one of the major benefits of having the water in the system, is that they can be used to clean. With a Hydroblast base model around 800 psi, and then with our Hydroblast Max, it's 1200 psi. And what that allows you to do is just take off any of that grease, grime, contaminants that you would be putting into the water of your vapor honing unit, and it'll remove that before you do it so that you can get those excellent results.
So I know that you mentioned the benefits of vapor blasting. Can you tell us a little bit more about what not to do?
One thing that plagues these types of finishes is hot spotting, and hot spotting happens whenever you get the blast gun too close to the part at too high of pressures. When you hold it in one spot for too long, it can cause spots that may look lighter or darker on your part. You run into hot spotting, there is a way to fix it. My personal method is to pull the blast gun back and just kind of move it in an erratic motion, because it should hit the part in kind of a uniform finish. You're not specifically targeting any one spot.
We know that whenever you're working on metal such as aluminum like this, and when you get this kind of results, people call it polish. We also call it polish, but I feel like we need to come up with a different name to identify that this is a finish that is not a traditional polish part. What could be a good name for us to call this?
Well, the name that I've heard bouncing around the office is vapor finish, which I actually think sounds pretty rad.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, and the thing that I like about calling it a vapor finish is that you don't have to coat your parts afterward. You know, if you sandblast or use any other type of surface finishing equipment, you're gonna have to coat the part afterwards because the finish that they leave on the part is so unattractive. And specifically with aluminum, if you're using a sandblaster, you're opening those pores up. And I guess that's something we can explain about polishing aluminum, is when you're blasting with a vapor blaster with that round abrasive, the pores of the aluminum are actually being rolled, and you're sealing those off. That's why the parts look so polished. When you're sandblasting, that abrasive is being forced into that part, and it's spreading those pores open. That's why it looks so dull when you finish sandblasting. That's the beauty of vapor honing, is when you're finished with an aluminum part, you don't have to coat it afterwards because that vapor finish looks so good.
So we can go ahead and call it as vapor finish, right, guys?
Comment if you like that name. If you guys are trying to implement one of these machines in your shop or business, you can give us a call to figure out what abrasives and pressures you need to be using for your application. We'll be happy to help you set all of that up. That's another thing I want to mention really quick about a vapor honing machine. If you're unfamiliar with some of the programs that we have implemented here at Vapor Honing Technologies, we actually have a lifetime warranty on all of our machines. So if you have an issue with your machine and something goes wrong with a part that is a non-consumable, we will replace that for you. And that's just because we really stand behind the equipment that we make here. It is made in the USA, and we're here to support it.
Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you guys follow us on all our social media to get contents just like this one. Thank you guys for watching.
Also, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and we will try our best to answer them. Thanks. Peace.
All right.